probably the most and tweets the most about each week about the gadgets that are out there. We try to find gadgets that you can use at home that aren't going to be too expensive, maybe you haven't heard about, kind of the new things on the market. And we have a number of them we put together for you. The first one here I've just queued up here for us. I'm using my own iPod as part of the prop here. Let me dial this in. What's interesting about it, it's called the Cube speaker. Again, it's a cube. It's small. It fits right in your bag. I tried it yesterday. Not only is it a speaker, but it also can be used for phones. So, for example, it has the ability with a microphone on there to do voice or hands-free voice if you needed to for any particular reason. But the speaker itself is pretty loud. I'm going to put it on here and see if you can actually hear how loud it gets and what it might sound like. Let's go here. Let's see, hold on a second. Oh, I didn't turn it on yet. In the meantime, we can give you, it's $49.99. You can find it in Matrix Audio. This little thing's loud. Listen to this. It's not all the way up either. So you can see this thing's loud. It's little. The sound quality is pretty good. The battery power so far has been fantastic. It plugs right in with a regular old mini plug, although they have new ones now that are Bluetooth. Again, $49.99. You can find that. We've been pretty impressed with it the little bit we've used it around here, and again, it has its own microphone as well. The second thing I want to show you is something that I'm just now trying out. I bought a different version from a different company, and I wasn't real happy with it because it didn't have the watch. It was just kind of a band. This is from LifeTrack. It's called a Smart Health. It's basically a watch that you wear that tracks all different types of things on your wrist. So for $59.99, first of all, Smart Health USA is where you can find it. And what it does is it tracks your heart rate. I mean, there's a number of different settings you can do on here. You can add everything to it, and it's pretty easy to pop right on your wrist. And it's small, and it's also stylish, and there's a number of colors. So I suspect I'll probably end up buying one of these for my wife because the price is affordable. It's durable from what we can tell so far. Been very impressed with the way it works. Again, we've just started messing with it a couple of days ago, so I could probably give you some more information next week and tell you how well the printouts, it syncs via Bluetooth. I mean, it's one of the many that are on the market, but this one price-wise so far and durability-wise, been impressed with it. Wish I would have bought this so far, again, as compared to the one I bought a few months ago that was just a band. Again, that's LifeTrack C200, C400, $59.99. You can find that. Moving along, this is probably the one thing that is is the most interesting of the day, for wintertime especially. One of my buddies had these sent along to me. These are earphones, D&Y Ear Dreams earphones, and they're not just earphones, but they're also ear muffs. As you can see, you put them on your ear like that, so they keep your ears warm, and at the same time they're speakers. You can find them from anywhere. I've seen them online. One place had them on sale for $15.99. Most places like Amazon, they're $24.99. I've been impressed with them, and the sound actually is pretty darn good in these things. High quality sound. They're FAW furs, so you're here in LA, you don't have to worry about upsetting anybody with PETA. They have frequency response, or animal friendly, as I mentioned, softer than real fur, handmade, and they're affordable, and so far so good. You're not going to see me wear them. My wife will probably enjoy them, and if you live someplace in the Midwest where you're having these snowstorms and blizzards that are hitting you, I'm sure you'll enjoy them there. Two more things for you, and then we're out of here. First one, this is the Kobe Android tablet. Now, we've featured Kobe before a couple of times. We've been at CES. Kobe's not one of the big guys when you think of Sony and some of those, but it is a company that it's rather large. You're starting to find more and more of their items in stores. They're more affordable than you'll find in a lot of other places. This tablet is $78.99, KobeUSA.com. You can find it at a bunch of other places. What I've liked about it so far is it's got good sound on it. The screen's been fantastic. The camera is impressive. It also has what I thought was pretty cool, the memory card on the side that fits in it, which I really do like that. Obviously, it's got a number of connections at the bottom like a normal tablet would have. I've, again, been very impressed with what we found so far. There's just a lot of things you can do with it. I mean, it has the touch sensors and everything else you can see. It's about the same size. In fact, I brought out my mini iPad, which is the one that I've had for a while, that I use here at Fox. It gives you an idea of the size comparison. It's literally the same size, or very close to the same size as the mini iPad. So you can get you an idea. It's about the same thickness as well. And it's from Kobe once again, and it's affordable. So we're going to check that out for you too. We'll report back on to you in a couple of weeks on how that's working out. But so far, so good with the tablet. And we've been impressed with Kobe stuff in the past. And the final thing for you, which we were going to bring in and fly it for you, but Bill O'Reilly's in town, so we had to move away from our larger studio to here to the FBN studio, and flying it around here is probably going to upset a few people. It's the AR drone that actually shoots an HD video. We have some video, in fact, we can pull up for you, show you the website. The AR Drone 2.0, we've had a chance to mess around with this thing a little bit. Has a great battery life so far. You can fly high, fly safe. It's got a soft outer shell, so you can fly it like it is right there, or they actually have a styrofoam shell that pops it around and flies around that you've maybe seen in the stores. It's $299. Captures video, pictures, and you can actually run it with your iPad or your iPhone. So I actually have an app on here I can show you real quick. The app is fantastic. We tried it at my in-laws' house, and it worked great. I was surprised how well it did work, in fact, with this, using this actually iPad. If I can find it, here it is. It's AR free, so it shows you right there. It has an app on here. You can actually have games with it and play games with it. It's all with the AR drone 2.0. We're going to try to fly it around for you next week in the studio. But in the meantime, we've been pretty impressed by it. And people talk about having your own drone at home for $299. You can shoot HD. You can spy on your neighbor if you want to. Here in LA, probably not the smartest thing to do, but maybe out someplace where you have a little more space, it might be fun to tool that around and have it go up and knock on somebody's second door window, if you like. $299, that's from AR Drone. So again, those are just the gadgets to show you today. Everything from the Cube to the Kobe, and of course the lovely earphones, the watch. We fit it all on here somehow. Dave got a table for us here in the Fox Business Studio. And then of course the final thing was the AR Drone. We'll show you about how some of these things work next week. In the meantime, that's it for Tech Take. We appreciate everybody watching from all over the country. If you have questions, if you have things you want us to look into, if you have some gadgets you want us to try out, which a number of people have contacted me about, we can do that for you. So feel free to contact us on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm looking right now and seeing if anybody else had any comments. You can always contact us here also at foxnews.com, and we can respond back to you. So